Complain. Verb. To express feelings of pain, dissatisfaction, or resentment. Penknife. Noun. Originally a small utility knife for cutting the points of quill feathers or reeds into nibs to provide or repair writing implements in times before pens with artificial nibs, generally metal, became commercially available in the 19th century. Early versions of penknives commonly were small sheath knives. Beard. Noun. Facial hair on the chin, cheeks, jaw and neck. Verb. To grow hair on the chin and jaw. Muscle. Noun. A contractile form of tissue which animals use to effect movement. Verb. To use force to make progress, especially physical force. Hill. Noun. An elevated location smaller than a mountain. Verb. To form into a heap or mound. Completes. Noun. A completed survey. Verb. To finish, to make done, to reach the end. Cope. Verb. To deal effectively with something, especially if difficult. Funding. Verb. To pay for. Noun. The action of the verb fund. Only. Noun. An only child. Adjective. Alone in a category. Adverb. Without others or anything further. Exclusively. Conjunction. Under the condition that. But. Alliance. Noun. The state of being allied. Verb. To connect or unite by alliance, to ally. Starting. Verb. To begin, commence, initiate. Noun. The act of something that starts. Managing. Verb. To direct or be in charge of. Noun. Management. Evolution. Noun. A change of position. Glass. Verb. To apply fiberglass to. Noun. An amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb. To fit with glass. To glaze. Drove. Noun. A number of cattle driven to market or new pastures. Coffee. Noun. A beverage made by infusing the beans of the coffee plant in hot water. Verb. To drink coffee. Adjective. Of a pale brown color, like that of milk coffee. Positive. Noun. A thing capable of being affirmed. Something real or actual. Adjective. Not negative or neutral. Light. Noun. Visible electromagnetic radiation. The human eye can typically detect radiation, light, in the wavelength range of about 400 to 750 nanometers. Nearby shorter and longer wavelength ranges, although not visible, are commonly called ultraviolet and infrared light. Punctual. Adjective. Prompt. On time. Leaky. Adjective. Having leaks, not fully sealed. Soil. Noun. A mixture of mineral particles and organic material, used to support plant growth. Lock. Noun. Something used for fastening, which can only be opened with a key or combination. Verb. To become fastened in place. Muddy. Verb. To get mud on something. Adjective. Covered with or full of mud or wet soil. Collaboration. Noun. The act of collaborating. Realistic. Adjective. Expressed or represented as being accurate, practicable, or not idealistic. Hardest. Adjective. Of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Moon. Proper noun. The Earth's moon Luna, the sole natural satellite of the Earth, represented in astronomy and astrology by. Noun. By extension of moon, any natural satellite of a planet. Verb. To display one's buttocks to, typically as a jest, insult, or protest. Fairness. Noun. The property of being fair or equitable. Fugitive. Noun. A person who flees or escapes and travels secretly from place to place, and sometimes using disguises and aliases to conceal his/her identity, as to avoid law authorities in order to avoid an arrest or prosecution, or to avoid some other unwanted situation. Adjective. Fleeing or running away. Newsletter. Noun. A periodically sent publication containing current events or the like, generally on a particular topic or geared toward a limited audience. Sincere. Adjective, genuine, meaning what one says or does, heartfelt. Addressed. Verb, to prepare oneself. Adjective, of a piece of mail or other communication, listed with sufficient routing information to reach a destination. Cheered. Verb, to gladden, to make cheerful, often with up. Starters. Noun, someone who starts something. Rustled. Verb, to move something, with a soft crackling sound. Invent. Verb, to design a new process or mechanism. Reallocated. Verb, to allocate a resource to another person or purpose. Lack. Noun, a defect or failing, moral or spiritual degeneracy. Verb, to be without, to need, to require. Catholic. Adjective, of the Western Christian Church, as differentiated from e.g. the Orthodox Church. Adjective, universal, all-encompassing. Songs. Noun, a musical composition with lyrics for voice or voices, performed by singing. Parachute. Noun, a device, generally constructed from fabric, that is designed to employ air resistance to control the fall of an object. Verb, to jump, fall, descend, etc., using such a device. Steak. Noun, beefsteak, a slice of beef, broiled or cut for broiling. Verb, to cook something, especially fish, like or as a steak. Direct. Verb, to manage, control, steer. Adjective, proceeding without deviation or interruption. Adverb, directly. Humbled. Verb, to defeat or reduce the power, independence, or pride of. Adjective, usually qualifying a first-person pronoun. Grateful for the support of others. Touched, honored, flattered. Verb, of an animal, to remove the horns. To poll. Insight. Noun, a sight or view of the interior of anything. A deep inspection or view. Introspection, frequently used with into. Recession. Noun, the act or an instance of receding or withdrawing. Implementing. Verb, to bring about, to put into practice. Breakthrough. Noun, an advance through and past enemy lines. Adjective, characterized by major progress or overcoming some obstacle. PM. Adverb, afternoon, used after a time to indicate it is between noon and midnight, i.e., in the afternoon, evening or night as opposed to the morning. Adverb, after death, harmless. Adjective, incapable of causing harm or danger, safe. Book. Noun, a collection of sheets of paper bound together to hinge at one edge, containing printed or written material, pictures, etc. Continued. Verb, to proceed with, doing an activity, to prolong an activity. Noun, the word continued when placed in the end of the page to show it is to be continued. Adjective, prolonged, unstopped, sliced. Verb, to cut into slices. Adjective, that has been cut into slices. Come across. Verb, to change sides, to cross over to work for the opposition. Planning. Verb, to design a building, machine, etc. Noun, action of the verb to plan. Activity. Noun, the state or quality of being active, activeness. Send. Noun, the rising motion of water as a wave passes. A surge, the upward angular displacement of a vessel, opposed to pitch, the correlative downward movement. Noun, an operation in which data is transmitted. Verb, to make something, such as an object or message, go from one place to another. Cries. Noun, a shedding of tears, the act of crying. Verb, to shed tears, to weep. Instances. Noun, urgency of manner or words, an urgent request, insistence. Verb, to mention as a case or example, to refer to cite, puts, noun, a right to sell something at a predetermined price, verb, to place something somewhere, noun, an idiot, a foolish person, a duffer, noun, a prostitute, monocle, noun, a single lens, usually in a wireframe, and used to correct vision for only one eye. Improves, verb, to make something better, to increase the value or productivity of something. Reentrant, noun, an angle or part that reenters itself. Adjective, reentering, pointing inward. Reputation, noun, what somebody is known for. Mayonnaise, noun, a dressing made from vegetable oil, raw egg yolks and seasoning, used on salads, with French fries, in sandwiches, etc. Scene, verb, stative, to perceive or detect with the eyes, or as if by sight. Charismatic, noun, a member of the charismatic movement. Adjective, of, related to, or having charisma. Reuse, noun, the act of salvaging or in some manner restoring a discarded item to yield something usable. Verb, to use again something that is considered past its usefulness, usually for something else. Optional, noun, something that is not compulsory, especially part of an academic course. Adjective, not compulsory, left to personal choice. Elective, horror, noun, an intense distressing emotion of fear or repugnance. Constitution, noun, the act or process of setting something up or establishing something, the composition or structure of such a thing, its makeup. Relatively, adverb, proportionally, in relation to some larger scale thing. More, adverb, to a greater degree or extent. Pronoun, a greater number or quantity of something. Entrepreneur, noun, a person who organizes and operates a business venture and assumes much of the associated risk. Roast, noun, a cut of meat suited to roasting. Verb, to cook food by heating in an oven or over a fire without covering, resulting in a crisp, possibly even slightly charred appearance. Adjective, having been cooked by roasting. Condition, noun, a logical clause or phrase that a conditional statement uses. The phrase can either be true or false. Verb, to subject to the process of acclimation. Invincible, noun, someone or something that cannot be defeated, destroyed or killed. Adjective, impossible to defeat, destroy or kill, too powerful to be defeated or overcome. Defend, verb, to ward off attacks against, to fight, to protect, to guard. Control, noun, influence or authority over something. Verb, to exercise influence over, to suggest or dictate the behavior of. Peace, noun, a state of tranquility, quiet, and harmony, absence of violence. For instance, a state free from civil disturbance. Verb, to make peace, to put at peace, to be at peace. Interjection, shut up, silence, be quiet, be silent. Cologne, noun, a type of perfume consisting of 2 to 5% essential oils, 70 to 90% alcohol and water. Olives, noun, a tree, Alia europaea, cultivated since ancient times in the Mediterranean for its fruit and the oil obtained from it. Fields, noun, a land area free of woodland. Cities and towns, open country. Verb, to intercept or catch a ball and play it. Heritage, noun, an inheritance, property that may be inherited. Equal, noun, a person or thing of equal status to others. Verb, to be equal to have the same value as, to correspond to. Adjective, the same in all respects. Cleans, noun, removal of dirt. Verb, to remove dirt from a place or object. Bury, noun, a burrow. Verb, to ritualistically enter in a grave or tomb. Griddle, noun, a stone or metal flat plate or surface on which food is fried or baked. Verb, to use a griddle, cook on a griddle. Control. Noun, influence or authority over something. Verb, to exercise influence over, to suggest or dictate the behavior of. Signal. Noun, a sequence of states representing an encoded message in a communication channel. Verb, to indicate, to convey or communicate by a signal. Adjective, standing above others in rank, importance, or achievement. Janitor. Noun, someone who looks after the maintenance and cleaning of a public building. Invoice. Noun, a bill, a commercial document issued by a seller to a buyer indicating the product's quantities and agreed prices for products or services that the seller has already provided the buyer with. An invoice indicates that, unless paid in advance, payment is due by the buyer to the seller, according to the agreed terms. Verb, to bill, to issue an invoice to. Dimensional. Adjective, of or pertaining to dimensions. Bubble. Noun, a spherically contained volume of air or other gas, especially one made from soapy liquid. Verb, to produce bubbles, to rise up in bubbles, such as in foods cooking or liquids boiling. Overtake. Verb, to pass a more slowly moving object or entity. Groceries. Noun, the commodities sold by a grocer or in a grocery store. Noun, usually groceries, retail foodstuffs and other household supplies. Verb, to go grocery shopping. Dust. Noun, fine particles. Verb, to remove dust from. Brainstorming. Verb, to investigate something or solve a problem using brainstorming. Noun, a method of problem solving in which members of a group contribute ideas spontaneously. Cabin. Noun, a small dwelling characteristic of the frontier, especially when built from logs with simple tools and not constructed by professional builders, but by those who meant to live in it. Verb, to place in a cabin or other small space. Addition. Noun, the act of adding anything. Stance. Noun, the act of standing. Verb, heading, to position or be positioned physically. Grateful. Adjective, appreciative, thankful. Deaf. Noun, a deaf person. Noun, with the, those who are deaf, taken as a group. Verb, to deafen. Adjective, unable to hear, or only partially able to hear. Calm. Noun, in a person, the state of being calm. Peacefulness. Absence of worry, anger, fear or other strong negative emotion. Verb, to make calm. Adjective, of a person, peaceful, quiet, especially free from anger and anxiety. Desperately. Adverb, in a desperate manner, without regard to danger or safety, recklessly. Festive. Adjective, having the atmosphere, decoration, or attitude of a festival, holiday, or celebration. Aisle. Noun, a wing of a building, notably in a church separated from the nave proper by piers. Frozen. Verb, especially of a liquid, to become solid due to low temperature. Adjective, having undergone the process of freezing. In ice form. Associate. Noun, a person united with another or others in an act, enterprise, or business. A partner. Verb, to join in or form a league, union, or association. Adjective, joined with another or others and having lower status. Acrobat. Noun, an athlete who performs acts requiring skill, agility and coordination. Reschedule. Verb, to schedule again or at a different time. Bigger. Adjective, of great size, large. Verb, to make or become bigger. Events. Noun, an occurrence, something that happens. Verb, to occur, take place. Verb, to be emitted or breathed out. To evaporate. Embrace. Noun, an act of putting arms around someone and bringing the person close to the chest. A hug. Verb, to clasp someone or each other in the arms with affection, to take in the arms, to hug. Meditating. Verb, to contemplate, to keep the mind fixed upon something, to study. Latitude. Noun, the angular distance north or south from a planet's equator, measured along the meridian of that particular point. Participant. Noun, one who participates. Adjective, sharing, participating, having a share of part. Calculations. Noun, the act or process of calculating. Bombing. Verb, to attack using one or more bombs. To bombard. Noun, the action of dropping bombs from the air. Guarantee. Noun, anything that assures a certain outcome. Verb, to give an assurance that something will be done right. Couriers. Noun, a person who looks after and guides tourists. Verb, to deliver by courier. Cure. Noun, a method, device or medication that restores good health. Dish. Noun, a vessel such as a plate for holding or serving food, often flat with a depressed region in the middle. Verb, to put in a dish or dishes. Serve, usually food. Fiber. Noun, a single elongated piece of a given material, roughly round in cross-section, often twisted with other fibers to form thread. Begun. Verb, to start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Financing. Verb, to conduct or procure money for financial operations. Manage finances. Noun, a transaction that provides funds for a business. Provide. Verb, to make a living, earn money for necessities. Filters. Noun, a device which separates a suspended, dissolved, or particulate matter from a fluid, solution, or other substance. Any device that separates one substance from another. Verb, to sort, sift, or isolate. Load. Noun, a burden, a weight to be carried. Verb, to put a load on or in. A means of conveyance or a place of storage. Shrug. Noun, a lifting of the shoulders to signal indifference or a casual lack of knowledge. Verb, to raise the shoulders, to express uncertainty, lack of concern, formerly, dread, etc. Boiling. Verb, of liquids, to heat to the point where it begins to turn into a gas. Noun, the process of changing the state of a substance from liquid to gas by heating it to its boiling point. Adjective, that boils or boil. Adverb, of adjectives associated with heat. Extremely. Random. Noun, a roving motion, course without definite direction, lack of rule or method. Chance. Adjective, having unpredictable outcomes and, in the ideal case, all outcomes equally probable, resulting from such selection, lacking statistical correlation. Rather. Verb, to prefer to. Adjective, prior, earlier, former. Adverb, more quickly, sooner, earlier. Interjection, an enthusiastic affirmation. Sample. Noun, a part or snippet of something taken or presented for inspection, or shown as evidence of the quality of the whole. A specimen. Verb, to take or to test a sample or samples of. Crypto. Noun, a secret supporter or follower. Adjective, secret or covert. Cash. Noun, money in the form of notes, bills and coins, as opposed to checks or electronic transactions. Verb, to exchange a check, for money in the form of notes, bills. Adjective, great, excellent, cool. Stage. Noun, a phase. Verb, to produce on a stage, to perform a play. Dine. Noun, dinner time. Verb, to eat dinner or supper. Serious. Adjective, without humor or expression of happiness. Grave in manner or disposition. Adverb, in a serious manner, seriously. Edit. Noun, a change to the text of a document. Verb, to change a text or a document. Beard. Noun. Facial hair on the chin, cheeks, jaw and neck. Verb. To grow hair on the chin and jaw. Code. Noun. A short symbol, often with little relation to the item it represents. Verb. To write software programs. Immense. Noun. Immense extent or expanse. Immensity. Adjective. Huge, gigantic, very large. Age. Noun. The whole duration of a being, whether animal, plant, or other kind, being alive. Verb. To cause to grow old. To impart the characteristics of age to. Stock. Noun. A store or supply. Verb. To have on hand for sale. Adjective. Of a type normally available for purchase, in stock. Always. Adverb. At all times, throughout all time, since the beginning. Serve. Noun. An act of putting the ball or shuttlecock in play in various games. Verb. Personal. To provide a service. Or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Homemaker. Noun. A person who maintains the administration and upkeep of his or her residence. Especially one who is not employed outside the home. One who runs the household. Likely. Noun. Something or somebody considered likely. Adjective. Probable. Having a greater than even chance of occurring. Goodness. Noun. The state or characteristic of being good. Shine. Noun. Brightness from a source of light. Verb. To emit light. Congress. Noun. A coming together of two or more people. A meeting. Verb. To assemble together. Commercial. Noun. An advertisement in a common media format. Usually radio or television. Adjective. Of or pertaining to commerce. Price. Noun. The cost required to gain possession of something. Verb. To determine the monetary value of an item. To put a price on. Handbook. Noun. A topically organized book of reference on a certain field of knowledge. Regardless of size. Anybody. Pronoun. Any one out of an indefinite number of persons. Anyone. Any person. Definitions. Noun. A statement of the meaning of a word or word group or a sign or symbol. Dictionary definitions. Pinch. Noun. The action of squeezing a small amount of a person's skin and flesh. Making it hurt. Verb. To squeeze a small amount of a person's skin and flesh. Making it hurt. Reality. Noun. The state of being actual or real. Prefer. Verb. To be in the habit of choosing something rather than something else. To favor. To like better. Lyrics. Noun. A lyric poem. Noun. The words to a song, or other vocal music. Historical. Noun. A historical romance. Adjective. Of. Concerning. Or in accordance with recorded history. Particularly. As opposed to legends, myths, and fictions. Keys. Noun. An object designed to open and close a lock. Verb. To fit a lock with a key. Noun. One of a string of small islands. Noun. In the International System of Units. The base unit of mass. Conceived of as the mass of 1 liter of water. But now defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Planck constant h to be 6.6260701 times 10 to 34 when expressed in units of kilogram. Operator m2. Operator s-1. Symbol. Kilogram. Noun. A stone or concrete structure on navigable water used for loading and unloading vessels. A wharf. Musicians. Noun. A composer, conductor, or performer of music. Specifically, a person who sings and or plays a musical instrument as a hobby. An occupation, or a profession. Mechanism. Noun. Within a machine or machinery. Any mechanical means for the conversion or control of motion, or the transmission or control of power. Depressed. Verb. To press down. Adjective. Unhappy. Despondent. Chewed. Verb. To crush with the teeth by repeated closing and opening of the jaws. Done to food to soften it and break it down by the action of saliva before it is swallowed. Adjective. That has been chewed. Masticated. Development. Noun. The process of developing. Growth, directed change. Interpreted. Verb. To explain or tell the meaning of. To translate orally into intelligible or familiar language or terms applied especially to language, but also to dreams, signs, conduct, mysteries, etc. Relax. Verb. To calm down. Port. Noun. A place on the coast at which ships can shelter or dock to load and unload cargo or passengers. Verb. To turn or put to the left or larboard side of a ship. Set of the helm. Adjective. Of or relating to port. The left-hand side of a vessel when facing the bow. Cognitive. Noun. Cognate. Adjective. Relating to the part of mental functions that deals with logic, as opposed to affective which deals with emotions. Basket. Noun. A lightweight container, generally round, open at the top, and tapering toward the bottom. Verb. To place in a basket or baskets. Architecture. Noun. The art and science of designing and managing the construction of buildings and other structures, particularly if they are well proportioned and decorated. Allow. Verb. To grant, give, admit, accord, afford, or yield. To let one have. Analogy. Noun. A relationship of resemblance or equivalence between two situations, people, or objects, especially when used as a basis for explanation or extrapolation. Service. Noun. An act of being of assistance to someone. Verb. To serve. Replied. Verb. To give a written or spoken response, especially to a question, request, accusation or criticism. To answer. Pulse. Noun. A normally regular beat felt when arteries are depressed, caused by the pumping action of the heart. Medications. Noun. A medicine, or all the medicines regularly taken by a patient. Ironing. Verb. To pass an iron over clothing or some other item made of cloth, in order to remove creases. Noun. The act of pressing clothes with an iron. Feature. Noun. One's structure or makeup, form, shape, bodily proportions. Verb. To ascribe the greatest importance to something within a certain context. Covering. Verb. To place something over or upon, as to conceal or protect. Shower. Noun. A brief fall of precipitation, spell of rain, or a similar fall of snow, sleet, or cascade. Verb. Followed by with. To spray with a specified liquid. Pulled. Verb. To apply a force to an object, so that it comes toward the person or thing applying the force. Adjective. Of cooked meat, prepared by being torn into fine pieces. Raise. Noun. An increase in wages or salary. Arise. UK. Verb. Physical. To cause to rise. To lift or elevate. Marketer. Noun. One who designs and executes marketing campaigns. Breaths. Noun. The act or process of breathing. Onto. Adjective. Of a function, assuming each of the values in its codomain, having its range equal to its codomain. Preposition. Upon. On top of. Coasters. Noun. Agent noun of coast. One who coasts. Automatically. Adverb. In an automatic manner. Outsourcing. Verb. To transfer the management and or day-to-day execution of a business function to a third party. Service provider. Noun. The transfer of a business function to an external service provider. Easier. Adjective. Comfortable, at ease. Adverb. In a relaxed or casual manner. Areas. Noun. A measure of the extent of a surface, it is measured in square units. Naturalist. Noun. Except as merged with later senses, a natural philosopher, a scientist. Either. Adverb. after a negative, as well. Pronoun, one or other of two people or things. Conjunction, introduces the first of two, or occasionally more, options or possibilities, the second, or last, of which is introduced by, or. Memorable, adjective, worthy to be remembered, very important or remarkable. Arrest, noun, a check, stop, an act or instance of arresting something. Verb, to stop the motion of a person or animal. Dine, noun, dinner time. Verb, to eat dinner or supper. Meet, noun, a sports competition, especially for track and field. A track meet, or swimming, a swim meet. Verb, to make contact with, while in proximity. Quiet, noun, the absence of sound, quietness. Verb, to become quiet, silent, still, tranquil, calm. Adjective, with little or no sound, free of disturbing noise. Interjection, be quiet. Boost, noun, a push from behind, as to one who is endeavoring to climb. Verb, to lift or push from behind, one who is endeavoring to climb. To push up. Driving, verb, to provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Adjective, that drives, a mechanism or process. Major, noun, a military rank between captain and lieutenant colonel. Aspect, noun, any specific feature, part, or element of something. Verb, of a planet, to have a particular aspect or type of aspect. Pass, verb, to change place. Report, noun, a piece of information describing, or an account of certain events given or presented to someone, with the most common adpositions being by, referring to creator of the report, and on, referring to the subject. Verb, to relate details of, an event or incident. To recount, describe, something. First, noun, the person or thing in the first position. Adjective, preceding all others of a series or kind. The ordinal of one. Earliest. Adverb, before anything else. Firstly, distributed. Verb, to divide into portions and dispense. Normally. Adverb, under normal conditions or circumstances. Usually, most of the time. Artisan, noun, a skilled manual worker who uses tools and machinery in a particular craft. Adjective, artisanal, sandy. Adjective, covered with sand. Engineers, noun, a person who is qualified or professionally engaged in any branch of engineering. Verb, to design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Clearer. Adjective, transparent in color. Noun, someone who or something which clears. Proper, noun, something set apart for a special use. Adjective, heading, suitable. Adverb, properly, thoroughly, completely. Handmade, noun, an art or craft object made by hand. Adjective, manufactured by hand. Statistics, noun, a mathematical science concerned with data collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation. Possibility, noun, the quality of being possible. Slogan, noun, a catchphrase associated with the product or service being advertised. Celebrity, noun, a rite or ceremony. Chance, noun, an opportunity or possibility. Adjective, happening by chance. Casual. Adverb, perchance, perhaps. Launch, noun, the movement of a vessel from land into the water. Especially, the sliding on ways from the stocks on which it is built. Compare, to splash a ship. Verb, to throw, a projectile such as a lance, dart or ball. To hurl, to propel with force. Balancing, verb, to bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Noun, an action wherein someone balances or something is balanced. Medications, Noun, a medicine, or all the medicines regularly taken by a patient. Presenter. Noun, someone who presents a broadcast program, a compere or master of ceremonies. Newton. Noun, in the international system of units, the derived unit of force. The force required to accelerate a mass of 1 kilogram by 1 meter per second per second. Symbol. N. Entrance. Noun, the action of entering, or going in. Barber. Noun, a person whose profession is cutting. Usually male. Custom is hair and beards. Verb, to cut the hair or beard of. A person. Response. Noun, an answer or reply, or something in the nature of an answer or reply. Grew. Verb, to become larger, to increase in magnitude. Namesake. Noun, one who is named after another or for whom another is named. Verb, to name somebody after somebody else. Industrious. Adjective, hardworking and persistent. Rally. Noun, a public gathering or mass meeting that is not mainly a protest and is organized to inspire enthusiasm for a cause. Verb, to collect and reduce to order, as troops dispersed or thrown into confusion. To gather again. To reunite. Kingdom. Noun, a realm having a king and or queen as its actual or nominal sovereign. Essays. Noun, authorship, a written composition of moderate length, exploring a particular issue or subject. Verb, to try. Signed. Verb, to make a mark. Adjective, having a signature. Endorsed. Gaining. Verb, to acquire possession of. Noun, gain, profit. Instruments. Noun, a device used to produce music. Verb, to apply measuring devices. Cabbage. Noun, an edible plant. Brassica oleracea var. Capitata, having a head of green leaves. Verb, to form a head like that of the cabbage. Haircut. Noun, the act of cutting of the hair, often done professionally by a barber, hairstylist, or beautician. Stain. Noun, a discolored spot or area. Verb, to discolor. Consider. Verb, to think about seriously. Cans. Noun, a more or less cylindrical vessel for liquids, usually of steel or aluminium, but sometimes of plastic, and with a carrying handle over the top. Verb, to seal in a can. Following. Verb, to go after, to pursue, to move behind in the same path or direction. Noun, a group of followers, attendants or admirers. An entourage. Adjective, coming next, either in sequence or in time. Preposition, after, subsequent to. Enjoying. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Invest. Verb, to spend money, time, or energy on something, especially for some benefit or purpose. Used within. Coverage. Noun, an amount by which something or someone is covered. Course. Noun, a sequence of events. Verb, to run or flow, especially of liquids and more particularly blood. Coalition. Noun, a temporary group or union of organizations, usually formed for a particular advantage. Spicy. Adjective, of, pertaining to, or containing spice. Annoying. Verb, to disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Noun, that which annoys. An annoyance. Adjective, causing irritation or annoyance. Troublesome. Vexatious. Missile. Noun, any object used as a weapon by being thrown or fired through the air, such as stone, arrow or bullet. Fare. Noun, a going, journey, travel, voyage, course, passage. Husband. Noun, the master of a house, the head of a family, a householder. Verb, to manage or administer carefully and frugally, used to the best advantage. Economize. Feed. Noun, food given to, especially herbivorous animals. Verb, detransitive, to give someone or something food to eat. Nearly. Adverb, with great scrutiny, carefully. Ottoman. Noun, an upholstered sofa, without arms or a back, sometimes with a compartment for storing linen, etc. Generation. Noun, the fact of creating something, or bringing something into being. Production, creation. Astronaut. Noun, a member of the crew of a spaceship or other spacecraft that travels beyond Earth's atmosphere, or someone trained to serve that purpose. Comfort. Noun, contentment, ease. Verb, to relieve the distress or suffering of, to provide comfort to. Cod. Noun, a small bag or pouch. Internet. Noun, any set of computer networks that communicate using the Internet protocol. An intranet. Verb, to use the Internet, to search for something using the Internet, to surf the Internet. Assess. Verb, to determine, estimate or judge the value of, to evaluate. Pick. Noun, a tool used for digging. A pickaxe. Verb, to grasp and pull with the fingers or fingernails. Franco. Noun, the currency issued between 1805 and 1808 of Lucca in Tuscany, Italy. Standing. Verb, heading, to position or be positioned physically. Adjective, erect, not cut down. First. Noun, the person or thing in the first position. Adjective, preceding all others of a series or kind. The ordinal of one. Earliest. Adverb, before anything else. Firstly. Ourselves. Pronoun, reflexive pronoun. Us. The group including the speaker as the object of a verb or preposition when that group also is the subject. Roller coaster. Noun, an amusement ride consisting of a buggy on a track that rises, falls, twists and turns. Advantages. Noun, any condition, circumstance, opportunity or means, particularly favorable to success, or to any desired end. Verb, to provide someone with an advantage, to give an edge to. Leave out. Verb, to omit, to not include, to neglect to mention. Solves. Verb, to find an answer or solution to a problem or question, to work out. Curator. Noun, a person who manages, administers or organizes a collection, either independently or employed by a museum, library, archive or zoo. Engineers. Noun, a person who is qualified or professionally engaged in any branch of engineering. Verb, to design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Optimized. Verb, originally intransitive, to act optimistically or as an optimist. Skipped. Verb, to move by hopping on alternate feet. Dorm. Verb, to reside in a dorm. Noun, a room containing a number of beds, and often some other furniture and or utilities. For sleeping. Often applied to student and backpacker accommodation of this kind. Recurring. Verb, to have recourse to someone or something for assistance, support etc. Noun, a recurrence, a coming round again. Adjective, happening or occurring frequently, with repetition. Ruled. Verb, to regulate, be in charge of, make decisions for, reign over. Verb, to revel. Adjective, having printed lines. Converted. Verb, to transform or change something into another form, substance, state, or product. Adjective, changed in form or function etc. Group. Noun, a number of things or persons being in some relation to one another. Verb, to put together to form a group. Purchase. Noun, the acquisition of title to, or property in, anything for a price. Buying for money or its equivalent. Verb, to buy. Obtain by payment of a price in money or its equivalent. Genuine. Adjective, belonging to, or proceeding from the original stock. Native. Competitors. Noun, a person or organization against whom one is competing. Showing. Verb, to display. To have somebody see something. Noun, an occasion when something is shown. Plane. Noun, a level or flat surface. Adjective, of a surface, flat or level. Diagnosis. Verb, to determine which disease is causing a sick person's signs and symptoms. To find the diagnosis. Noun, the identification of the nature and cause of an illness. Locate. Verb, to place, to set in a particular spot or position. Conversions. Noun, the act of converting something or someone. Cluster. Noun, a group or bunch of several discrete items that are close to each other. Verb, to form a cluster or group. Couples. Noun, two partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb, to join two things together, or one thing to another. Kick. Noun, a hit or strike with the leg, foot or knee. Verb, to strike or hit with the foot or other extremity of the leg. Noun, one who kicks. Noun, a particular type of Texan who is associated with country, western attire. Attitudes and or philosophy. Noun, an introduction, something that leads into the beginning of something. Arrange. Verb, to set up, to organize, to put into an orderly sequence or arrangement. Checking. Verb, to inspect, to examine. Verb, to mark with a check pattern. Noun, the act of physically keeping an opposing player in check. Served. Verb, personal, to provide a service, or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Downstairs. Noun, the lower floor of a house. At ground level. Adjective, a floor lower than the current one. Adverb, living, stepping, or coming down the stairs. Disobey. Verb, to refuse or, intentionally, fail to obey an order of somebody. Friends. Noun, a person other than a family member. Spouse or lover whose company one enjoys and towards whom one feels affection. Verb, to act as a friend to befriend, to be friendly to help. Stakeholders. Noun, a person holding the stakes of bettors, with the responsibility of delivering the pot to the winner of the bet. Much. Adjective, large, great. Adverb, to a great extent. Pronoun, a large amount or great extent.